This is the briefing from Transport Topics for April 23rd. I'm Esmeralda Leon. As tariffs and emission regulations continue to reshape the industry, how can technicians continue to thrive? Fleet Advantage's Brian Antonellis and TMC General Chairman Radu Mihai emphasize the need for targeted training programs to build a highly skilled and enduring workforce. Listen in at ttn.ws/episode 162. Now let's dive into the day's top stories. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said in a speech yesterday that the ongoing tariffs showdown against China is unsustainable and that he expects a de-escalation in the trade war between the world's two largest economies. But in a private speech in Washington for J.P. Morgan Chase, Bessent also cautioned that talks between the U.S. and China had yet to formally start. President Donald Trump placed import taxes of 145% on China, which is countered with 125% tariffs on U.S. goods. Trump has placed tariffs on several dozen countries, causing the stock market to stumble and interest rates to increase on U.S. debt as investors worry about slower economic growth and higher inflationary pressures. At a conference hosted by trucking technology provider Motive this week, experts said Trump's commitment to reduced federal regulations is expected to lead to a shift in how transportation policy is handled. The three-day conference brought together leaders from across the transportation space. This year, it was hosted just months into a new administration determined to reduce federal regulations and the government workforce. The Department of Transportation issued a notice April 3rd requesting public comments on how to deregulate transportation. This came in response to an executive order aimed at promoting economic growth through deregulatory efforts. According to American trucking associations, the U.S. freight market slowed in March after a robust February, but data for the first quarter of 2025 suggested a turnaround was underway. Truck freight tonnage in March decreased 1.5% after rising 2.8% in February. ATA's seasonally adjusted for-hire truck tonnage index showed. On a year-on-year basis, the index inched up 0.2%, the third consecutive increase, a trend not seen since late 2022 and early 2023. That's it for today. Remember, for all the latest trucking and transportation news, go to the experts at ttnews.com.
Spoken Layer.